Our leader tonight for our meditation this July is the Reverend Lisa Winston. And let me tell you a little bit about her. Lisa Winston is a spiritual guide, end-of-life doula, eco-minister, and published photographer. She had a near-death experience 20 years ago that transformed her worldview and propelled her on her spiritual path. Lisa studied esoteric wisdom traditions as a student and staff member with Nine Gates Mystery School. She was then ordained as an interfaith minister and received her spiritual director certificate through the Chaplaincy Institute, where she is also guest faculty. Lisa offers spiritual guidance and end-of-life spiritual care through her private practice, LJW Divine Sight. She also leads Beauty as Medicine, eco-spiritual workshops and retreats, and hosts death cafes. Lisa is a member of Spiritual Directors International and the International End-of-Life Doula Association. Hundreds of her photographs can be found for free downloaded on Pexels, and her photo books are for sale on Blurb. Lisa lives in San Rafael with her feline family, Richie and Margot. Learn more and follow her blog at LJW Divine Sight.
Thank you, Lynn.
You're welcome.
That's a lot. That's a lot. Well, I'm glad, Heidi, that you're here with us tonight, and Lynn. And I just want to say, in preparation, if you have pencil or pen and paper handy, that might be good for what we're going to do.
Let me grab that.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of an interactive meditation. So if you like variety, Heidi, this will probably be something that the others haven't done. So tonight we're going to practice Visio Divina, or Zen contemplative seeing. And I'll give you a little bit of background about how I came to this and what they are. For me, slowing down to receive beauty with my eyes, my mind, and my heart all connected and aligned. This is my spiritual practice. And it is, you can do this with any photograph. You can do this with any piece of art. You can do this when you go out in nature. And I want to just change this view for a minute. So this is mindful seeing, basically. The New York Times recently did a little test, and I saw that they're doing it again. What they did was they asked readers to concentrate on an image for 10 minutes and see how long people would stick around and do that. And I did this, I tried this little practice, and I lasted 10 minutes because this is something I do often. But it was interesting. They had about 10,000 people with this first image, and it was a painting that was really kind of drab, a lot of gray. But if you really sunk into it and looked, there were all these little nuances and shadowy things and whatnot. And out of the 10,000 people that responded, and there was a way to kind of click in and let them know you were still there, 25% lasted less than 1 minute. 68% lasted less than 5 minutes, and only 25% went the full 10 minutes. So, we have a issue in our society with restless mind and inability to focus and concentrate, and meditation can be challenging. So 20 years ago, when I had my near-death experience, right afterwards, as part of my healing, I went to a workshop by a Zen Buddhist monk who was also a photographer. And there I learned this wonderful way of seeing that was much deeper than what I had experienced in my previous learning of photography from college. And it's really about, instead of taking pictures all the time, it's about receiving So it shifts your whole perspective, and you kind of meander and you receive the beauty. You create a relationship with whatever captured your interest, and you spend time with it before you actually snap the photograph. So this is Zen contemplative seeing. Well, then going through, he also had this way of giving creative feedback so that you weren't being criticized or your photograph wasn't being analyzed by, technical issues. It was all, how does the photograph make you feel? So then fast forward to going through the Chaplaincy Institute and learning all the different interfaith practices that there are out there. I came across Visio Divina, and Visio Divina is the practice of meditating with imagery. And again, you basically, if you're familiar with Lectio Divina, it's very similar. We will do this. We'll spend time and kind of drop into the image a little bit deeper, a little bit deeper, a little bit deeper each time, and pulling out different elements. What the physical aspects of it are, what the emotional aspects are, what spirit's saying to us, and then what's the message, and what do we want to say back. So that's what we're going to do today, and that's why I suggested getting a little piece of paper and a pencil. So what I want to do is guide you into a brief meditation with your eyes closed to center you and prepare you to look at an image. And while your eyes are closed, I will get the image up on the computer so that you can see it. And then I'll guide you through the Visio Divina process. So how's that sound? Good. Okay. So go ahead, and I invite you to become comfortable in your seats and close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. And begin to quiet your mind. And maybe take a couple of good deep breaths. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And if you still your eyes behind your closed eyelids, you will begin to still your thoughts even more. And now try to imagine that there's a golden thread of light that's connecting your crown, the center of your forehead and your eyes, and then your heart, and then your root, your base chakra. And just breathe with this golden thread of light. Just aligning that energy so that when I ask you to open your eyes to look at the image, that you're beginning to look at it from a whole body perspective, not just from your eyes. And when I ask you to open your eyes, I ask that you do your best not to label what you see or name it or try to explain it, but just to simply gaze into it. And I'll guide you through the meditation, and we'll do four little segments. So take another couple of deep breaths. Feel that alignment through your energy system, crown to eyes, third eye, eyes, heart, sacral chakra, base chakra. And go ahead and open your eyes and see the image that's on your screen. And now I want you to begin to notice as your eyes move slowly around the image. Notice without any judgment at all. what your body feels. What do your eyes see? What do your ears hear? What does your skin feel? Can you feel the air on your skin? Can you feel the ground beneath your feet? Just notice, is it cool? Is it warm? Are there any sounds that come to you? So just spend a little bit of time feeling into the image with your body, all your felt sense. Notice what draws you in the image, if there's any details. And there's no right or wrong to any of this. It's all personal, what you're feeling. Do you have a sense that you're grounded or floating? Do you feel like you want to be still or moving? And now, just on a piece of paper, jot down a couple key words that you want to remember for when we share at the end. What physical sensations you experience. What caught your eye? What sounds you might hear? Smells, sensation of the air on your skin or the ground beneath your feet. Oh, you've got your keywords around felt senses. Let's go back to diving into the image and spending a little bit more time with it. This time, as your eyes are traveling around the image, notice if there's a place in the photograph that you want to explore more deeply, that you might want to enter into. And go ahead and enter into that space, if you will. Imagine that shifts your whole perspective, that you've just entered into a three-dimensional space. And notice if, or notice what you see or feel from that perspective. Now we want to go a little deeper into what kind of emotions are coming up. Hi, Sally. We're doing visual meditation, so just jump in. So now you've entered into the image somewhere that you were curious about. You're looking around and you're beginning to notice what emotions or feelings are coming up for you. Is there something stirring that needs to be acknowledged? So you're building upon the felt sense in the previous couple of minutes. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you smell? How does the air feel? How does the ground feel? So now we're going into what's coming up for me emotionally. Does this image bring something up for me that I need to pay attention to, especially since I've gone in and I'm exploring? Notice in this exploration as you've entered the image, whether you want to sit tight or whether you want to wander some more. And again, there's no right or wrong, just noticing. Are you feeling comfortable? Are you feeling agitated? Are you feeling relaxed, happy, joyful? And go ahead and take a moment to write down any key words that you want to remember again to talk about when we share at the end of this. So Sally, we're going to do 2 more rounds in the going deeper. And we're writing keywords, how we felt, what we saw. So felt senses, emotions. Now let's go back for another round of sinking deeper yet into this photograph, into this space. And see if there's something you didn't notice before. Is there a detail that you missed in the first couple of rounds? Can you get a sense for what might be beyond the edges of the picture? What happens on left, right, up, down? Does it go on forever? Is it a small beach, a big beach? Are there a lot of clouds in the sky? Just how expansive is it for you? And from this place, the question is, what's the invitation? What am I being asked to look at in my life? And how is the sacred speaking to me? What message might want to come through, given the felt senses, given the emotions? And again, feel free to jot down a few keywords that you might want to share when it comes time. And now this last time, looking at this photograph, just receive the beauty of the fullness of the image, taking your time to just soak it all in one last time. And closing your eyes again, reconnect with your breath, breathing in and out with some gratitude. Notice if you're feeling more relaxed after this exercise or more energized. And as you get ready to open your eyes and come back to the circle, think about, if you can, form a sentence or a mantra or a wish or a prayer. What is the gift this photograph gave to you? Could just be one word, but what's the gift received? Or the wisdom from spirit or the insight? And how might it relate to where you are in your life right in this moment, your spiritual life? So with that, I'm going to stop sharing. So that was like 15 minutes with that photograph total.
Wow.
Well, it's an exercise of how long do we ever really spend, like going to a museum and sitting in front of a piece of art. If we do this, kind of layered process of Visio Divina, what really comes up for us, as opposed to just, oh, I like it, oh, I don't like it, you know. So it's 5 after 6. Do we want to do another photograph, or do we want to share about this one and spend time sharing? What's the feeling?
I could go for another photograph.
Let's do it then. We'll do another photograph. It'll be really different. And then we can share afterwards. Since it's so few of us, will have plenty of time, I think, to share. So I'm happy we can do another photograph. All right. So go ahead and close your eyes again, and we'll do that grounding meditation to get us recenter ourselves. Again, quieting the mind, stilling the eyes, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good deep breaths. And imagine that golden cord connecting all your energy centers, your intuitive, your heart, your creative, your emotional center. So that you can be guided by your full body seeing. And again, when you open your eyes to cast the gentle gaze, just do your best to not label or name or try to explain it. Just look at it and receive the beauty, with a quiet mind and open heart. And in this first round of taking this image in, receiving this beauty, the noticing as you're slowly traveling around this photograph, the noticing is felt senses. What do I see? What do I feel? What do I hear? What do I smell? Am I sensing textures? Am I sensing the temperature of the air, the sunlight on my skin? Am I big? Am I small? What's my felt sense as I'm sitting with this particular image? What are the textures? Are there smells and sounds? And just take a moment to note any keywords that you want to share when we complete the rounds, the 4 rounds here. Gloria, we do 4 rounds of looking at the image and going a little deeper each time. And then we'll share. And if you've got your keywords written down, go ahead and let's spend another couple of minutes. This time your focus is on emotions and feelings. What does this image bring up for you? What's on your heart right now? Is there a place in the photograph that you want to explore more deeply, a place you want to jump into or rest? And as you enter into it, what does it look like from inside? You're now a participant in a 3D image. What does that look like inside? What does it feel like? What emotions come up? Is it bringing up joy? Is it bringing up angst? Again, no right or wrong, just what's it bringing up? No judgment. And write down a couple of key words. And in our 3rd round of spending time with this photograph, is there something you noticed this time that you didn't notice before? Can you get a sense of whether there's anything beyond the edges? Is there an invitation to you from these flowers or from spirit? Is there an invitation? and a message that wants to come through. Maybe ask, what do you want me to know? Make a few notes. Few words. And this last time of looking deeply into this photograph, just receive it in its fullness. Just soak it in. Appreciate its gifts. And then closing your eyes again, reconnecting with your breath. Offer gratitude for whatever came through for you, whatever you noticed, whatever message came through. Notice if you're feeling relaxed or energized with this particular photo. And as you begin to prepare to come back to the circle and open your eyes, if you can, think about what the message was and whether you can form a sentence or a mantra or a wish or a prayer or just a single word that resonates after spending 10 minutes with this. Lori, I'll show you, we did 2 photographs, so I'll show you the other photograph that we did. The same process. Felt sense and emotions, then messages, and intention or meaning. You able to see enough, Gloria? All right. So we are all back together now.
I'm going to pause the recording to stop the recording.